We completely blew it for the first 2 months of our response. We were in a headless chicken phase. China had an explosive epidemic going on in their midst right then, and they brought down the hammer and the dance just dramatically. I mean, what we call a lockdown in this country is to China is an absolute joke. I can, with the virus in me, I can drive to any city in this country I want. I can fly to any city in this country I want. People can come here. I can go out to the park. I can ride a bicycle and drop it off and have somebody else pick up that bicycle after me. I'm, sort of free to go. When the Chinese team came into Italy, the first thing they did was look around and said, "You call this a lockdown? This is a playground," and then Italy locked down quite a bit harder. They also were out of control. We completely blew it for the first 2 months of our response. We were in a headless chicken phase, and yes, it's the president's fault.
Don't ask me, ask China that question.
It is not China's fault. The head of the Chinese CDC was on the phone to Robert Redfield on January 1st, again on January 8th, and the two agencies were talking on January 19th. The Chinese had a test on January 13th. The Germans had a test on January 16th. We fiddled around for 2 months. We had a test on March 5th and it didn't work. We didn't have 10,000 people tested until March 15th. So we lost 2 months there. And that was because of incompetent leadership at the CDC. I'm sorry to say it's a great agency, but it's incompetently led. And I think Dr. Redfield should resign. And suppression from the top. I mean, the real cover-up was the person in this country who was saying, this is not an important virus.
It will go away, just stay calm.
The flu is worse.
You treat this like a flu.
It's all going to go away.
It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
It's nothing.
We think we have it very much in hand.
And that encouraged everybody around him to say, it's nothing, it's nothing, it's nothing.
I don't believe the president has ever belittled the threat of the coronavirus.
Here in this country, the risk is very low for most Americans.
We have contained this. I won't say airtight, but pretty close to airtight.
I had the same problem at the Times. I was trying to convince my editors, this is really bad. This is a pandemic. It took a while to get them. It took a while to get anybody to believe this. But if we'd had, getting rid of Alex Azar was a mistake. He was actually leading a dramatic response. And then he was bumped on the, I forget the date, I think it was February, he was replaced with Mike Pence, who's a sycophant. So, and nobody would push hard to get the tests out there. Because we need to test the way Germany is testing now. We need to have kids tested every 4 days when they go back to school. And we're not going to be close to that when by the time fall comes.